want to thank you all for coming to another Scientist's Warning program. Now, today's guests with us, Greta and Svante Thunberg. And today's program we're calling Straight Talk. That's Greta's hallmark and Svante's hallmark. They both talk very straight about the situation. And I think that's why the world is hearing Greta so clearly. Here's how Greta started with a one-woman sit-down strike outside the Swedish parliament. And this is Svante Arrhenius. Svante Arrhenius lived from 1859 to 1927. He won the 1903 Nobel Prize for Chemistry, and he was the director of the Nobel Institute from 1905 until his death in 1927. He was the first scientist to calculate how increasing atmospheric carbon dioxide would warm the Earth. He is credited with virtually the discovery that our carbon dioxide emissions would create global warming, climate change, climate disaster is what we're facing now. Svante and Greta happen to be third and fourth cousins of Svante Arrhenius. Svante Thunberg was named after this relative. Now, my question is it a matter of destiny, legacy, ancestry, or just clarity?
Or just plain luck? Today we say that, there's no black and white issue. But there are black and white issues. Survival is a black and white issue. Climate crisis is a black and white issue. And we need the journalists to sort of be more activist. I mean, you should take responsibility and I don't know, do whatever it takes, do whatever you can't do.
Unfortunately, the mainstream media is run by money in one form or another. Money controls, money interests control. And I think humanity has to rebel against the regime of money.
The most surprising thing is that I realized a while ago that people don't know that we are in this emergent situation. We all say we know and we all think we all know, but we don't.
You're talking very impressively about our individual impacts on the climate, though isn't there something missing, considering that it's a long time ago since we could last actually grasp the impacts of our own consumerism? It's so difficult in this complex, globalized world to understand what our consumption does to the planet. So I feel leaving that to individuals isn't enough. We need to stop doing the bad stuff. But how can we get there?
Maybe this is something we can talk about later, but if you might have heard of tradable energy quotas, it's a form of carbon rationing with a hard cap, because the problem that I think you may see as well, we spend a lot of energy criticizing each other for our individual consumption actions, and actually we need a hard cap, and then within that we need to be able to innovate and find our own paths.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you. Thank you, Agnes.